Hey, I'm Athena, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm introducing a brand new series I am calling Saturday Stories with Athena. So my first story is called Don't Open the Door. It's a short horror story, so keep that in mind if you are pregnant, under the age of 10, or get scared easily. It's not too scary since it's my first story, but just keep that disclaimer in mind. I warned you, okay? So I wrote the story myself, and I'm having a time lapse of art relating to this story in the background, and I am narrating it myself, which I might regret because I hate the sound of my own voice, but I don't think AI can evoke the emotions I want it to evoke. So yeah, I'm doing it myself. Anyway, I really hope you enjoy the story. If you do, please like, comment, and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Okay, let's get into the story. The Roberts family moved into a new house on Angor Hills. It was a little ways from the main town, but it was cozy. There was talk about the house being haunted, but Julia Roberts didn't find it eerie at all. She wasn't the type to believe in silly superstitions. After all, how could knocking on wood possibly bring good luck? Conversely, how does a black cat crossing your path bring bad luck? She was very fond of cats, you see, and found such thinking to be backwards. One weekend, her parents were leaving on a trip for their 30th anniversary. She would be home alone, but she didn't mind it. She liked the silence. She remembered what her father told her before they left. "Jules, remember to not open the door for anyone, no matter what." "Tell me you don't believe that stupid thing the seller told you. Do you?" She responded. "Well, you shouldn't open the door to strangers anyways." "I guess. Okay, I won't. I promise." "We'll be back late Sunday, so don't stay up waiting for us," Mrs. Roberts said, while grabbing her purse. "Okay." "I love you," she said, waving and walking to the car with her husband. "Love you too," she called after them. That was the end of her memory. "I'm thinking of that dumb warning again," she thought. "That mean old seller is just trying to scare us. There's nobody around here." He had told her father to not open the door at night, no matter who they say they are. What a jerk. After all, why would anyone go out of their way to go to her house late at night? She doubted anyone would be outside their house so late, especially since she barely saw anyone in the daytime. She was more of a night owl, often staying up later than she should. It was around 10 p.m. when she started hearing strange noises. The TV had turned on. Strange. I could have sworn I turned it off. Confused, she turned it off and went to the kitchen next door to get a small snack. She was cutting up cheese for her crackers when she heard the TV on again. Breaking news! Serial killer on the loose in Angor Hills. If you live in this area, keep your doors and windows locked and do not by any means go outside. I repeat, do not go. The broadcast started to break and the TV turned off. Julia tightened her grip on the knife she had been using to cut the cheese. She glanced at the windows by the house and saw a shadow moving. What was that? Ducking down, she tried to quiet her beating heart. There's a bone-chilling scream. Then, pounding at the door. "Let me in! Someone's trying to kill me!" It was a young woman. She was desperately banging on the door and begging to be let in. Slowly, Julia rose and was about to open the door when she remembered what the cellar warns them about. Don't open the door for anyone. She backed away from the door before she even registered what she was doing. The screaming got more intense. Please, let me in. I don't want to die. The voice sounded a little different now. I know you're in there. Open the door. They're going to kill me. Julia kept backing away. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but I can't. Then, almost as quickly as it happened, the pounding stopped. Frightened, Julia shut all the drapes and turned off all the lights. She silently crept to her room, where she locked the door and hid in her closet. As she moved closer inside, she heard a car park, and the front door opened and closed. Footsteps echoed as someone or something trudged up the stairs. She heard them in the hallway, then by her door. How did they get in? She wondered. Pound, pound, pound. Go away! Go away! Her mind screamed, but she dared not utter a word. She hid her face in her arms. The voice was different now. Julia, are you in there? All the lights are turned off, her mother said, worried. She looked up. Are you sleeping? Her father spoke up. We got home earlier than expected, since our hotel reservation was canceled last minute. Julia checked the time. 11:48 p.m. Julia? Hello? Her heart beat faster. Mom? Dad? Is it them? Did they really get back early? Pound. 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 Julia, honey, open the door. Her mother called again. No, not her mother. It couldn't be, could it? But they're acting so strangely. 11:51 p.m. Pound. 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 It's rude to ignore people. We taught you better than that. Her father's voice berated. 11:55 p.m. I told you to let me in. Bang. The door to her room swung open. She held her breath. There was a dragging sound, as if 2 coins were dropped. A ringing filled the air. A new voice called out. It was raspy, like fire fizzling out. She never heard a voice that sounded so cold, so emotionless before. 11:58 p.m. You're going to regret not opening that door. Whoever it was stayed there for a moment, breathing heavily and writing something on the door, before eventually leaving. 11:59 p.m. Silence. 12:00 a.m. Julia stayed in the closet the rest of the night, not closing her eyes for even a second. I can't leave. They could be waiting for me. If I leave now, I'll get murdered, she thought. It wasn't until 8 o'clock the next morning she finally had the courage to open the door, and a faint, metallic smell greeted her. What's that smell? The drapes are still closed. I can't see anything. She opened them to let the sunlight in and peered outside. My parents' car is gone. I knew it. That wasn't my parents. She glanced back at the closet, and there it was written, a now dull red color. You should have opened the door. Drip, drip, drip. Droplets fell onto her shoulder. Glancing up, she saw the hanging bodies of both her parents. The end. Phew, that was the first Saturday story with Athena. I really hope you guys liked it. Leave a comment down below if you did, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!